William's heart attack frightened me. With time, he recovered, but his health deteriorated over the next 5 years. Each of his children's milestones meant so much to him, especially Philip's graduation from college. Congratulations,
Yes.
Philip.
Congratulations.
I was so moved by the ceremony.
You know, it's exactly the same as when I was there. That's what I love about Cambridge, the tradition. Philip, have you thought about what you're going to do? There's never been any doubt in my mind. I'm going to be at Whitfield's.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. With you coming into the business, maybe your father will listen to his doctors and begin to take it easy.
I didn't survive the prison camp just to spend the rest of my life sitting in the
You'll
court.
do less eventually, because soon your son will begin to take on some of the responsibility. Thank you, Philip, thank you.
Actually, I'm ready now. And I'm not planning on just working at Whitfield's. I'm going to run it.
I don't think so, darling, not yet.
You must learn the business first. But I've been planning on this for years. Believe me, I'm more than ready. Oh, but you must allow Nigel to show you the ropes, teach you the subtleties. The man's an idiot. I know more now than that fuddy-duddy will know in his entire lifetime. If I were you, I would repress those opinions. Who do you think you are, young man?
Either you treat Nigel respectfully, or we won't let you work at Whitfield's in any manner at all. Is that clear?
Philip, I've had my fill of your surly and sullen attitude. I'm tired of making excuses for you. And I'm tired of blaming myself.
Philip.
Your mother asked you a question. Be polite enough to answer her.
Yes. You've made it all perfectly clear.
Emmanuel, maybe it's time for you to settle down. You should think about marriage.
I'm not interested in marriage, and besides, you've got the last good husband.
What about children?
What about them? I'm exhausted just watching yours.
I must admit, Isabel is not the easiest person. I adore her, but she has to have her own way. She throws a tantrum.
You spoil her.
I know, but every time I look at her, I think of Lizzie.
Julian handles her better than anyone.
He's inherited William's knack for making everything better.
Be careful, Xavier!
From the moment he walked, he's been completely American. All he plays is cowboys and Indians, and all he eats are hamburgers. He has no fear. Isabel.
I loved spending time with my children. I still worked on my own designs. I also seemed to have an apprentice.
What if the curve went this way instead? Well, that's a possibility. Okay, smarty, let's see what you're doing. Oh, Julian, that's really lovely. We should have this made up in gold. You mean it's good enough for the store? Oh, I wouldn't let anyone buy this. I want to wear it myself.
He and Philip might make an interesting combination someday.
If they don't kill each other first.
Philip's been much more civil since you had it out with him. What did I do to deserve this?
You mean the difficult children?
No. The best husband I could have hoped for.
together with you.
Don't let me call the doctor! William! 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 Oh, doctor! Oh. William! 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 Oh, don't go! Don't leave me alone!
He should have been buried at Whitfield. Our family's been buried in England for 7 centuries.
I want him here with me. With Lizzie. We're so happy here.
Maybe.
William was gone. I knew I'd never get over it, but I had to get on with my life, even if only for the children. I still thought of him constantly. The memories weren't always easy. I was grateful to Philip for helping with the shops and the chateau, and of course he handled everything at Whitfield. But at times he seemed almost too eager to step into his father's shoes, and he was so unlike him. It made William's absence even more painful.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Isabel, sit like a lady.
This is the way I like to sit.
Xavier, this isn't a circus. Julian, can't you stop?
Why don't you stop giving orders, Your Grace? This isn't the army, you know.
You will all learn to do what I tell you to do. Mother, you ought to get ready. You haven't forgotten we've got to be in Paris for dinner tonight.
Philip, it's only 3 o'clock. Don't you think it's rather early?
I just don't want to keep Cecily waiting.
I'm looking forward to meeting her. She must be very special to you.
I adore riding, and I'm particularly fond of fox hunts. Aren't you? You simply must come for the weekend.
She was Lady Cecily Hawthorne. Her father was in the House of Lords. She was extremely well-bred. Everything about her exuded respectability. Unfortunately, she was one of the most boring people I had ever met. I tried to like her, I really did. I talked about horses as much as I could. I wanted Philip to be happy, but there was nothing warm about her. All the way back to the chateau, I managed to avoid the subject. By the next day, I had to say something.
Okay, Dad.
She's a very nice girl.
Glad you like her.
I do. Is it serious?
Could be. She's certainly the kind of girl one ought to marry.
I can see why you'd think that. She seems very nice. But is she fun? Does she make you laugh?
What difference does that make?
Oh, it's important. Your father and I always had such a good time together.
Philip, do you find her attractive?
Can you imagine years and years of wanting to make love to her?
It's a disgusting thing to ask. I have a different criteria, Mother. Sex isn't all that I care about, and it certainly isn't how I'm going to choose my wife.
You haven't once said you loved her.
She'd make an excellent Duchess of Whitfield.
Well, perhaps that isn't enough. You can choose anyone you want. Just take a little time to listen to your heart.
So I take it you don't approve.
I only want what's right for you.
No, you want what's right for you. That's all you've ever wanted.
How can you say that?
You're a very selfish woman, Mother. Father let you get away with it. He always did everything you ever wanted, but you can't manipulate me. I know you too well, and I will not tolerate you telling me what to do. Do you hear me?
How dare you talk to me like that?
Get out!
Philip, relax. Mother, there's a man who's asking to see you.
Who is he?
He wouldn't give me his name.
Whoever it is, send him away.
I will take care of this myself. Thank you, Philip.
How good to see you, Sarah. It's been a long time.
Philip, do you remember Joachim? You were a little boy the last time you saw him. Joachim lived here during the war.
Yes, I remember.
You were 5 the last time I saw you. Now you're a man. It's been a long time.
This is my other son, Julian. Joachim von Mannheim.
You were the commandant here, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
He was very kind to us. How many years has it been, Joachim?
I'm sure you'll excuse me, won't you?
I'll go check on the children.
They're very handsome boys. And you're as beautiful as ever.
I feel 100 years old.
You look 30. I've thought of this moment a million times.
I'm shaking. Isn't that foolish? I'm shaking. Why have I not heard from you? Where have you been?
In Munich. I came to see you after the war. Emmanuel was here. She said you were in England with William.
She never told me.
I'm not sure that surprises me.
She should have told me.
There was no place for me in your life.
We were good friends once.
More than that. I said I'd come back one day. I wanted to come before, but there was no point till now. I read about your husband's death. I'm sorry.
It's been very difficult. Did you remarry?
No. I still have your photograph.
Oh. It was odd to be close for so long and then hear nothing from you.
I've thought of you so often. And Philip. Listen. You were my whole life for a long time. I told myself I had to forget you, but I never really could.
And your children, how are they?
Grown. I have 2 grandsons.
No.
And you? Only one son after the war?
Oh, no. I have 2 monsters also. 8-year-old twins, Isabel and Xavier. You'll meet them, although you may regret it.
You haven't changed. Still a wonderful mother. Still an extraordinary woman. How fortunate William was. He was a lucky man. I hope he knew it.
I was the lucky one.
Sarah. Sarah, I loved you. I still do. Was it wrong for me to come here?
No. It's just that I'm not sure who I am now without him.
You're still the same. I can see it in your eyes. It's as though nothing has changed.
We've all changed.
I haven't. Not where it concerns you. And you? Have you forgotten?
are you going, Philip?
I've had enough of this place. I'm going back to Whitfield.
Why are you running away? You were very rude to Joachim. He was always good to you, Philip.
You were sleeping with him, weren't you, when Father was gone?
No, I was not.
I don't believe you. I saw you kiss him.
That was 20 years ago.
Well, I'll never forget it. And you were in love with him, weren't you?
Yes, I was in a way, but I loved your father and was never unfaithful to him.
I'll tell it to Julian. He always laps up everything you dish out.
Whether you believe it or not, nothing ever happened between us.
Is that what you told Father? Well, you may have convinced him, but you sure as hell don't convince me.
This is none of your business, Philip.
I'll see you at my wedding.
How dare you not tell me?
He was a Nazi.
He was a German. The war was over. He never wanted to be a soldier, and he never harmed any of us.
You had no business being with him, and I accepted no charity from him. I did what I had to do during the war. You couldn't have wanted to see him anyway.
That was up to me to decide, and it might have been a comfort to know he was alive.
I did what I thought was right, and Monsieur Duc wouldn't have liked it.
What gives you the right to judge me?
I'm sorry. All I can think of when I see a German are the people they killed.
He spent the war repairing men.
I have no regrets about anything, and I still feel the same about him.
All of that was 20 years ago, Emmanuel. We have to move on.
I don't want you to see him.
He isn't going to just disappear.
It would be better for you if he did.
Would it? I'm not so sure about that. I don't know what I want yet.
I don't think a day went by when I didn't dream of this moment.
It's the first time since...
Sarah, I love you. Are you afraid? To us. You're sad?
Confused.
Don't be. We are going to be so happy. I want to take you back to Munich to show you my life, my children, my grandchildren. I want to take care of you, Sarah.
You were always so good to me.
What is it?
I can't. I love you. I always have. But William will always be here between us.
Give it time.
Time won't change anything. Our time is already over. It was long ago.
We never had our time.
Perhaps we weren't meant to.
thought I could will it to happen.
I love you, Joachim. I always will. I didn't know you were in town, Philip. You remember Joachim?
Of course. This is Miss Brown, my secretary. We're here on business.
How is Cecily, darling?
She's fine.
Call me later after you finish your business.
Right. At least she isn't a Nazi.
I'm sorry Philip is still so angry.
I'm so sorry that happened.
What will you do now?
Take care of my children, keep my business going.
You need more than that.
Maybe not.
You have me if you want me. You only need to call.
You have to go on with your life.
I'd much rather take you with me. Let me at least drive you back to the chateau.
No, I'll be fine. You have a plane to catch.
Goodbye, Sarah.
As the years went by, the business continued to grow, and so did my children. All of a sudden, it seemed, Julian was 21.
Nellie.
Thanks for the party, Mom.
Oh, congratulations on your graduation, Julian. Welcome to Whitfield.
Thank you.
Will you be at work tomorrow morning?
First thing on Monday morning, I promise. I swear. I just may need the rest of the weekend to get over tonight. At least I hope so. Will you excuse me? I have an appointment with a future client.
He's a natural for the business. With the way he looks, women will buy anything from him.
He has a flair for design and an eye for jewels, but there's a lot he doesn't know.
He's young, he will learn. How much did you and I know when we started? Here's your daughter.
Isabel, please go upstairs and put something decent on. This is the third time you've made me change. And I'll keep making you change until you put on something suitable. You are so unfair. I know. Go inside and change. Oh, that child is going to kill me.
Your children mystify me. I'm surprised Philip is here.
Given how he feels about Julian, so am I.
Where are Philip and Cecily's children?
You know Philip thinks I'm a bad influence. He keeps them hidden away in England.
He's not very subtle.
He never was. Has he said anything about Julian coming into the business?
Yes, he hates the whole idea.
There you are. I thought you deserted me.
I would never do that to you. We were catching up on a little gossip. Armand de Musset, the Duchess of Whitfield.
Bonsoir, your Grace.
Please call me Sarah. I'm glad to meet you at last. I've heard so much about you.
Isabel is back. And this dress looked a little better.
You put the emphasis on little. I simply can't control her.
Julian, zip me up.
Sure. So far, you have managed to flirt with almost every one of my friends. At least I was discreet at your age.
You know you weren't. You just looked innocent. You had affairs with one of my teachers, the mother of one of my friends.
Behave yourself or I'll spank you.
Oh, it's so boring living here. Mother won't let me do anything I want. I can't have any of my friends over.
She always let me have mine.
Not boys.
How unfair. I'll see you later.
See ya.
Congratulations.
Relax. Xavier, little brother. Having fun tonight?
Next time going skydiving.
Welcome to Whitfield's, brother.
Thank you.
Just content yourself with Paris. London store's mine. Understood?
Do you love me?
Absolutely.
Tell me again.
So, my old friend, are you having fun?
Yes, it's a lovely party.
What should I do? Lock her up?
Oh, you make me grateful I never had children.
Are you really?
Before you accuse me of being an unnatural woman, I should point out that I have a love life, unlike some people I know.
My life is quite full enough. I'm taking Isabel and Xavier on holiday to Capri.
You can't hide yourself behind your children forever. There's been no one since Joachim. I want you to find someone. I want you to be as happy as I am with our mom. You once told me it's time to move on. I say the same thing to you.
How many times can you swim? Who cares how suntanned you get?
Don't look so miserable.
I don't see why you won't let me go.
This is our vacation together.
Look, I've got nothing against the two of you. But it would be so great to go to Africa. Mom, please let me go.
I'll let him go on safari with